Attention Helldivers! The following is a mandatory training video that all new recruits must observe. Tens of thousands of new Helldivers will soon answer the call to defend managed democracy. So we here at the SES have put together the 10 most mission-critical tips to help cadets survive their first few drops, and maybe even make it to their second. Number 1. Always double-check your loadout before each dive. We're starting with this one because many Helldivers actually forget. So even for those of you who are veterans, let this serve as a gentle reminder. You don't want to be that Helldiver who lands on a bug-infested planet with an anti-material rifle and throwing knives with no practical way to take out swarms or destroy bug holes. That's how tyranny wins, and how friendships end. Before each mission, use the armory station on your super destroyer to equip the right primary and secondary weapons, throwable, and select the appropriate armor set. Be sure to pay attention to the passives as well, as these will be critical in ensuring your survival. Remember, armor stats affect how fast you reload, how far you run, and how much punishment you can take. Helmets and capes are just fashion. They won't save you from a charger to the face, but they will look good on the death cam. Plus, they're mandatory. Most importantly, you can also check or change loadouts on the Hellpod before launch. It takes 2 seconds to double check your equipment before raising a ready salute. Use it or live to regret your complacency.
Number 2. Announce all orbital, eagle, and defensive stratagems. We get it. Dropping a 500 kg bomb is awesome, but vaporizing your whole squad, while mildly amusing, really isn't. Always announce your stratagems before throwing them. Say or type in chat, orbital laser incoming, or eagle napalm going out. It gives your teammates time to clear the area, or at least shout "No!" as a reflex. Also, hurl those balls with care. Most stratagems tend to bounce. Throwing one against a slope might send it flying back at you. And yes, it will kill you. Super Earth doesn't do refunds. Those stratagems adhere to most surfaces, including dirt, roads, tyranny, and even other Helldivers. They rarely stick to rocky, sloped terrain. And if you try to stick one to a building and it does work, prepare to come down with a mighty fall. City buildings cannot withstand the power of a hellpot. You've been warned.
Number 3. Don't go swimming. Seriously, this one sounds pretty dumb, until you're the one drowning like an idiot. Helldivers can't swim. Period. Whether it's a pond, stream, or a puddle that's just a little too deep, if you walk into a body of water, you'll sink like a freedom-loving rock. Fact of the matter is you're wearing armor and carrying some of the heaviest weaponry in the Federation. Buoyancy was never in the design spec. If you go a little too deep, your Helldiver will soon tire from trying to stay afloat and subsequently descend to Davy Jones' super locker. Simple rule here. Stick to dry land. If you do happen to drown, do not attempt to reacquire your equipment or samples you see floating in the water, no matter how close they may appear to land. Chances are you'll just end up drowning again. Water equals death. Respect the H2O. And on a related note, be mindful of the terrain. It's very easy to fall into an open hole in the ground and lose all of your samples and equipment. In low-light environments, the risk is especially high, so tread carefully.
Number 4. Handle guard dogs and sentries with care. Sentries are amazing for crowd control. Guard dogs are even better, especially for solo divers. But since these stratagems are driven by AI, neither of them actually care about you. Sentries and guard dogs of every variety attack everything in front of them. If you walk through their line of fire, they will shoot. They won't hesitate, they won't apologize, and they definitely won't stop. Place sentries where they won't aim at objectives or choke points your squad needs to cross. Announce them before dropping. Be a team player, not an accidental war criminal. As for guard dogs, well, try to remember where they are and don't get between them and the enemies. The same goes for your squad mates. Warn them to stay out of harm's way as much as possible, lest they become another corpse on the sacrificial altar of prosperity.
Number 5. Don't run while holding Orbital or Eagle Stratagems. Think of this as the stratagem version of don't run with scissors. If you're holding an Orbital laser or 380mm barrage, stop moving and aim carefully. These stratagems are really powerful. One wrong step, or even a small bump, can interrupt your throw, causing you to drop the stratagem right at your feet. Pro tip: consider crouching before throwing for better aim and stability. It's a small step that can save lives, especially yours. Also, be careful that an unseen enemy doesn't knock you off balance. Make sure you deploy these stratagems when all threats in the immediate vicinity have been dealt with. A wayward projectile fired from an enemy, or even a friendly, has caused many a Helldiver to drop a stratagem and kill not only themselves, but their entire squad as well. Exercise good judgment on the battlefield at all times.
Number 6. Tesla towers don't discriminate. Tesla towers electrocute everything. Bugs, bots, squids, and yes, Helldivers as well. They're amazing against charging hordes and ideal for crowd control. But, like sentries and guard dogs, they don't check IDs. Always place them at the edge of your defensive area, never in the middle. And always tell your squad before calling one in, unless you want a whole lot of Helldivers complaining about your lack of etiquette. If you're worried about getting blasted by a Tesla tower, or any other arc-based munition for that matter, be sure to equip a set of armor with the electrical conduit armor passive. That reduces damage from arc attacks by a full 95%. Side note, this passive is great against Illuminate Watchers, Harvesters, and Lightning Spires too, so consider using it when deploying against them.
Number 7. The Stim Pistol is the only friendly fire there is. The Stim Pistol is a sidearm that heals instead of hurts. I mean, it's in the name. This secondary weapon, which can be unlocked after purchasing the Chemical Agent's Premium War Bond, lets you heal teammates from a distance, keeping everyone alive just a little longer, especially during extraction when everything's on fire and half your team is screaming in agony. The Stim Pistol comes with 6 stim darts and has fairly limited range. In other words, your squad mates still have to be pretty close if you want to hit them with any kind of accuracy. On top of this, it does 0 damage, so it's completely useless against enemies or for setting off hell bombs, so keep this in mind when using it. Long story short, equip the Stim Pistol if you're running as a medic or doing missions with high attrition. Your squad will thank you, or at the very least, stop bleeding on you.
Number 8. When in doubt, dive. Diving saves lives. A well-timed dive can dodge an energy beam, avoid a grenade, or break line of sight from a charging bug. Fired up an objective and hear a beeping? Dive. Saw a shadow pass overhead? Dive. Your vision just turned gray and hearing muted? Dive anyway. You can dive in any direction. Master the dive roll early and you'll live longer than most. Diving is often useful when multiple enemies are nearby, and even if you take some damage on the landing, it sure beats ending up dead because you failed to take action. Evasive maneuvers, troops. You're called a Helldiver for a damn good reason. Just don't dive into cliffs, water, or right into a mine. Dive smart.
Number 9. Use resupplies wisely. Don't be that Helldiver who grabs resupplies while fully stocked. That's wasteful and undemocratic. Resupply boxes are limited use. Before grabbing one, empty your clip, use your stims, or reload your weapons. In this way, you actually benefit and don't leave your teammates in a bind. Resource conservation is paramount, especially on missions with a higher difficulty rating. And better yet, announce when you're calling or dropping a resupply. That helps your team space out drops and avoid stacking too many in one spot. Ammo discipline is Helldiver discipline. And of course, check points of interest for ammo packs, stims, and grenades. These will help you stay well stocked and allow you and your squad to better conserve supplies. Mastery of this can spell the difference between failure and success, so learn it well.
Number 10. If a Helldiver offers a hug, accept it. Yes, Helldivers, hugging is real. And in the core, it's sacred. Helldiver schedules are always full. We don't have time for long speeches or handshakes. So when a teammate holds out their arms, hug them. It's a rare, brief moment of peace and solidarity before the next bug tears someone's leg off. You can hug aboard the Super Destroyer or after a successful drop. Just don't try it mid-firefight. Your arms are better used hugging the weapon that's blasting tyranny in the face. Above all else, remember the golden rule. Rejecting a hug is treason.
As it turns out, we're not quite done. As an honorable mention, do not press the Hellbomb Backpack button. Troops, some Helldivers carry a backpack with a push me button on it. Now, this isn't a test of loyalty or a snack dispenser. This is the trigger for the portable Hellbomb, a highly destructive stratagem that can be unlocked after purchasing the Servants of Freedom Premium Warbond. So, don't press the button unless the wearer expressly says, push the button. If you do it for fun, you'll probably kill them, fail the mission, and get dishonorably kicked from the squad. This is the nuclear option, so treat it with respect.
And here's a bonus tip. Managed democracy is a team sport. Helldivers, you are not here to be a solo hero. You are part of something bigger. Every stratagem thrown, every century placed, every bug splattered is a righteous step towards a safer galaxy. Stick with your team, watch your fire, and communicate constantly. And for the love of liberty, bring a loadout that actually makes sense for the situation in question.
Troops, the war is heating up. The automatons are rebuilding, the Terminids mutating, and the Illuminate are back and worse than ever before. Remember that you're not alone. Helldivers are everywhere, on every front, on every mission, delivering democracy one mag dump at a time. If you found these tips helpful, we advise you to subscribe to Super Earth Salute and tune in to the Liberty, our very own show that keeps you up to speed with all the developments in the Galactic War. And if you're really serious about defending the Federation, join our official Super Discord, now over 5,000 members strong, and do your part to make the galaxy a safer, more patriotic place.
So, did you find these tips helpful? What advice do you have for our incoming Xbox divers? And should we do a follow-up in the near future? Be sure to let us know in the comments down below.
Thanks for tuning in, Helldivers. We'll see you all again soon. Until then, stay free and keep fighting the good fight for Super Earth and democracy.